For today's back to school video, I'm going to show you my 3 favorite go-to healthy breakfasts. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. The first and most important part to my breakfast is coffee. We make French press at my house every morning, and it's a pretty easy process. You first warm up some water, and then you add the coffee to the French press pot. I like to use 2 or 3 scoops. I like a rich coffee. And then you just add the hot water to the coffee pot. You stir up the coffee and let it sit for a little bit so that it really soaks in, and then you just press it down. It really adds for like a rich bodied flavored coffee, so this is why we really like to enjoy it in the morning. My first breakfast is kind of an unusual breakfast, but it's personally my favorite, and it's called my eggs and oats. It's only about 285 calories, and it's rich with protein and complex carbs. I first like to take about half a cup of dried rolled oats, and I will add that to a pot, and then I'll add usually 3 of those half cup measurements of water to the pot, and then put it over low heat to boil, to cook the rolled oats. After about some time, I would say like 5 minutes of stirring consistently, making sure not to burn the oats on the bottom of the pot, I will add 1 whole egg and 3 tablespoons of egg whites. These egg whites are awesome. I get them from Costco. They come in like a big box. Now, once the rolled oats have kind of soaked in all the water, I add the eggs to the oats, and I cook it and I stir it. You want to be careful to keep stirring it as this cooks, because it'll stick to the bottom of the pot, and it's a pain in the butt to clean. So just keep stirring until it gets to this nice thick and creamy consistency. I will also add some salt because this is pretty plain on its own. And you can also add any other seasonings as you wish. This is just what I personally like. And it's really it reminds me of porridge. Like, I really, really enjoy it. I also like to add some creamer to my coffee, just like to add a little bit of a kick to it. This type of breakfast is great if you're like working out, or if you know you're gonna have a long day. It gives you a lot of energy. So my next breakfast is my green eggs and veggie omelette. This is about 200 calories. I love a loaded omelet, and I use a lot of zucchini and squash. I love it because they're rich in flavor and they're low in calories, and it tastes really good. So I'll add about half a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I'll add this to the pan. I'll let that kind of simmer a little bit. And I know this is also kind of funky, but this is how I get a lot of my spinach intake on the daily. I will blend a good handful or 2 of spinach with my eggs in the blender, and this is the same amount of eggs that I use as in the first breakfast, so 1 whole egg and 3 tablespoons of egg whites. I throw the zucchini on the pan, and I chop up some tomatoes. Try to make my breakfast look pretty. Once the zucchini has been browned, this is a personal preference as well. I like it to be brown. I will add the blended eggs and spinach, and then I kind of just scramble them together. And I also did not want to forget to mention that I added salt to this as well, but it's really good, it's really filling, tastes bomb. For my third breakfast is a green smoothie. This is around 270 calories. So this is also really simple. I just take a banana, usually a riper one, and right now peaches are in season, so I take a whole peach and I kind of chop that up. And I use this Protein Plus powder from Trader Joe's. It doesn't really matter what type of protein powder you use, but I like vanilla protein powder with this. And I'll add my 1 to 2 handfuls of fresh spinach, and some coconut milk. You can do this with water too. You don't have to do it with coconut milk. But I like to blend the spinach and the coconut milk first, and then I will add the rest of the ingredients as such. This just makes it blend easier instead of chunky. You can also add some ice, which is obviously optional. It kind of just makes it thicker and colder. I personally prefer that. I didn't do it this time, but usually I add some ice to it. And it turns out to be this really nice, rich, thick, creamy consistency because of the protein powder, and it seriously is such a great way to start off your day, or even like as a meal replacement throughout any time of the day if you just don't feel like making a breakfast or a meal. And finally, I have to show you what I make for my little precious angel. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my dog makes quite an appearance. Had to share what I prepare for my dog too, right? He is a healthy eater. Grain-free kibble. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 breakfast ideas for back to school. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!